Hello friends, welcome to this live stream, and in this program we actually talk about the top companies in your state. So if you are part of India and if you are living in a state, do you know which are the top companies of your state? If you do not, then you have come to the right place. All right, today we are discussing about Haryana, and the segment that we are covering is oil and gas. So, which is the topmost company in oil and gas exploration in the state of Haryana? Uh, by the way, we are live. If you know the answer, you can give. Otherwise, stick around and we will take you to the journey of understanding the topmost company in the area of exploration, oil exploration in the state of Haryana. Which is this company? It is the Reliance Industries. As you know, the Reliance Industries is one of the top companies not only in India but in the world in the area of oil and gas, and therefore in the state of Haryana they are number one company. Well, in other states there are other companies which are much bigger, but Reliance Industry controls major market share. How much they control in terms of a major market share? They control about 24% in the state of Haryana, which is on the basis of turnover, it is nearly about 400,000 crores. Lot of money riding on this segment with Reliance Industries only from one state, followed by ONGC, which is 11%, Gujarat Gas Limited 9%, IOCL, which is Indian Oil Corporation 7%, and then Bharat Petroleum to about 6%. So you can imagine 24% market share is controlled by Reliance Industries in the state of Haryana. And oil and gas is a very big business. It requires drilling, it requires packaging, it requires refinement, it requires transportation, it requires last mile distribution of oil and gas to the consumer. Then subsequently it requires collection, and then it also requires refill. So constant support, constant refill, huge financial infrastructure in the back end, taxation, oil and gas exploration, drilling, laying pipeline. So it's a business which requires lot of capital investment, upfront capital investment, lot of research and development fund, and then huge amount to service millions and millions of consumers, and all of this is backed by a very robust financial system. So any company who's basically dealing in oil and gas will require bare minimum all of these things to be in their ecosystem, and Reliance Industries is the leader in Haryana. That means they would have invested in all of these things in the state of Haryana to look after the consumers' interest in the state of Haryana, which the consumer may be many multiples of millions of consumers in the state, while competing with other 5 top names that I already told you. So in terms of turnover, as I said, they are actually making 400,000 crores of money from just one state, which is the state of Haryana, and they are gradually increasing. Now, as you know that Reliance Industry also owns the oil and gas wells, not in Haryana but in other states. They own their property and they drill oil and gas from those areas, and then they have a network of pipeline to transit the crude oil or gas, which they actually drill and bring it out for refinement. And they have the major refineries. There is a refinery in Gujarat, and they may have other refinery elsewhere as well. However, this is a very complex business. Refinery itself, you cannot set up refinery just like any other factory. It requires years and years of planning and lot of investment, because refinery will have to continuously work based on the scientific principle and keep churning out various products, including gas, petrol, diesel, kerosene, gel, whole lot of other things which comes out of petroleum. So petroleum is crude petroleum is one item which is drilled out of the ground, but then it gets converted into multiple things, and these multiple things requires multiple transportation, multiple type of storage. I mean, you cannot store, say for example, petrol where the diesel is stored, because petrol is more volatile. Similarly, gas requires a lot of pressure. So the company like Reliance Industries has invested in all of this infrastructure. Whenever they get this product, they also have storage. And if you have only one production plant across, not in Haryana, then the consumers will find a lot of delay in getting their refills done of their gas. And therefore Reliance Industries have set up a plant to refill this. And whenever you talk about refilling, that means you should have a storage, you should have some sort of godown from where the refill can be made. Therefore all of this huge infrastructure propels the turnover of 400 lakh crores in Indian rupees in the state of Haryana for Reliance Industries. So you can imagine it's a big investment business with huge returns. Return on investment is also very high because it's a consumer item and everyone needs oil and gas. Nearly 60 to 65% of the economy of anywhere in the world runs on petroleum. I mean, if you look at the GDP of the nations, 65% would be based on oil and gas. So it's a big business, and Reliance Industry is numero uno in the state of Haryana. Having explained the core business, this is also very specialized area. The oil and gas area is extremely very specific because it requires geologists, it requires petroleum engineers, it requires drilling experts, it requires enterprise resource planning, whole lot of. So in the state of Haryana, they employ 400 to 4,000 to 5,000 employees, which includes refining, petrochemicals specialist, and also the retail specialist. So across all these businesses, Reliance Industries employ nearly 5,000 people only in the state of Haryana. And most of these will be in the retail segment, because this is ultimately this percentage of petroleum and gas is retailed out to the consumer, and there has to be a complete ecosystem. When I say ecosystem, it is a supply chain, because if there are hotels who require gas for cooking food, some of these hotels who are cooking food, they require the refill every day, multiple refills every day. And therefore it should not be done that people start buying without any need also. So there has to be some mechanism where the daily need is identified, and similarly the distribution network of the Reliance Industries would supply those many cylinders of gas to this hotel. Similarly, for all other consumers, personal consumers like households, the consumer behavior is slightly different. It is the consumer driven, where the consumer makes a booking and then against that booking the shipment will be done. So this Reliance Industries system should be so robust to handle the daily supply, which is determined on the base of the consumption, or the consumer behavior, which is on the basis of booking. Both of these things are part of the robust enterprise resource planning tools and softwares that the Reliance Industries has implemented, and therefore they are a major employer of petrochems expert, drilling experts, distribution experts, retail experts, IT, fire extinguishers, fire department, maybe electricians, administration, and so on and so forth. So they are a very big industry. And in Haryana, if you are based and if you are having any of these skills that I mentioned, and maybe more, because these are very large businesses, they may require all kinds of employees, then if you're in Haryana, you should not ignore Reliance Industries as a prospective employer for you. And if you are a young person and you want to join Reliance Industries, any arm of Reliance Industries, then, and if you are based in Haryana, then you should start preparing. You should start preparing today and think about how you can join Reliance Industries, because now, by way of this video, I have actually explained what they need. So hopefully this information may be useful for you, even if you are a small businessman or a young entrepreneur or a student who wants to start a career. This information may come very handy for you. Just in case, if you have any other question, please do not hesitate to send it across and I will answer that. But let me end my live stream at this juncture, and please wait for more programs in the future where I will talk about top companies in your state. So thank you for watching me live. Have a nice day.